Bay Area homebuyers, pay attention. A house that looks just like a steel today is often a trap in disguise. Some homes feel affordable right now, but they will become an absolute nightmare to sell later. In this market, if you buy the wrong property, you aren't just getting a house. You are inheriting insurance headaches, permit nightmares, and a tiny buyer pool. I'm Vinu Pari, your Bay Area realtor. I've spent years helping families navigate this crazy market, and I've identified the exact features that make a home nearly impossible to resell. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to help you think like a future seller before you buy like an emotional buyer. Because the Bay Area market does not forgive homes with major resale flaws. Let's dive into what you should avoid. Homes with old electrical systems. First, check the bones. If you see knob and tube wiring or panels labeled Zinsco or Federal Pacific, be very careful. Why does this matter? Because Bay Area insurers are actively declining these homes right now. And if you can get insurance, you usually cannot get a mortgage. That means fewer future buyers and a much harder resale later. Always check the electrical panel before you make an offer. Homes with galvanized steel pipes. Another problem is galvanized steel plumbing, especially in the pre-1960 homes. These pipes corrode from the inside, and full repipe can cost around $10,000 to $25,000. That repair alone can scare off buyers, trigger lender concerns, and make the home much harder to resell later. Homes in high fire zones. If a home is in Tier 2 or Tier 3 fire zone, you need to pay close attention. That beautiful hillside home might be hard to insure or limited to fair plan coverage only. And with California's insurance crisis, that cost doesn't go away after you buy it. It follows the home. These premiums are skyrocketing. That view comes with a monthly cost that never goes away and only gets harder to justify to a future buyer. Homes with unpermitted work. Converted garages, extra rooms, extended kitchens. On paper, it may look like more space. But if it wasn't permitted, that can become a major resale problem. In California, violations run with the land. You inherit them and you still have to disclose them when you sell. That can scare off the future buyers and create financing issues. One of my buyers wanted to make an offer on a property in San Jose, and when I spoke to the listing agent, I found out that the tax records had a different square footage compared to the home that was listed in the market. And the agent said the garage was converted into a living area without city permits. So when I discussed this with my clients and helped them understand what could be potentially the cause and how we could rectify it, and later when we had the discussion with the listing agent, he said that a lot of buyers had the same question and they have gone to the city to get the approval and found out later that the listing was taken down because the city either gave them an option to bring it back to code and convert that space back into a garage, or convert it with permits into a living area so that it reflects correctly on the tax record. So this whole process took them at least a good 6 months, and then the property hit the market after that. So you want to always make sure you are well aware of what you're getting into. Wait, before we get to the location issues, ask yourself, are you looking at the kitchen backsplash or are you looking at the exit strategy? If you're finding this helpful, hit that subscribe button, because the next 5 points are the ones most buyers miss until it's too late. Homes with foundation issues. Foundation problems are one of the biggest resale red flags in real estate. They scare buyers, appraisers, and lenders. Repairs are expensive. Disclosures become complicated, and the home may sit on a market much longer than expected. If you see foundation issues, stop and dig deeper before moving forward. Homes backing power lines. Homes that back power lines consistently sell for less and usually takes longer to move. Even if the home looks good on the inside, the location creates a mental block for many buyers. And when demand shrinks, resale becomes a lot harder. Homes without a backyard. No backyard is a bigger issue than many buyers think, especially in the Bay Area. Outdoor space matters deeply. for kids, for entertaining, for pets, and for even everyday quality of life. For Indian families who love hosting and for buyers with young children, this can be a major deal breaker. Few buyers want a home without usable outdoor space. Homes with constant traffic noise. If a house is near a highway or a busy intersection, that noise becomes part of the property forever. You cannot remodel that away, and buyers notice it immediately. Noise may be something a seller learns to ignore, but future buyers usually do not. Homes near cemeteries. This one is more cultural, but it matters. Homes near cemeteries can be a deal breaker for many Indian and Asian buyers because of personal and cultural beliefs. That shrinks the buyer pool, and a smaller buyer pool usually means a harder resale later. Homes with odd layouts. Odd layouts and choppy floor plans are a serious problem. If the home feels awkward, hard to furnish, or just off, buyers will know it in 30 seconds. Bedrooms without closets, kitchens far from living areas, strange additions, and converted spaces all hurt livability, and bad functionality hurts resale. Homes with no garage or limited parking. In the Bay Area, parking is not optional. No garage or very limited parking can be a huge problem for families, guests, and anyone who hosts often. A home like that automatically limits the number of people who want to buy it later, and fewer buyers means less leverage when you sell. Homes in poor school districts. Even if you don't have kids, school district matters. In the Bay Area, school quality directly affects demand and resale value. Two similar homes can have a major price gap just because they fall into different school zones. So if you're buying, always check the schools, and not just for you but for your future buyers too. Stick with me because this last category is where people lose the most wealth, even when they think they are doing everything right. Let's talk about the math trap. Over-improved homes for the neighborhood. This surprises a lot of buyers. A fully remodeled luxury home in an average neighborhood does not always hold its value the way people expect. Why? Because buyers compare homes within the same neighborhood. If your home is way more upgraded than the rest, you may not get the money back later. Buy the worst home in the best neighborhood, not the other way around. Condos with high HOA fees and poor management. Not all condos are bad, but some are risky. High HOA fees, poorly maintained communities, and ongoing litigation can turn buyers away fast. They can also delay sales and even impact loan approval. Always review HOA documents before you buy. Homes in a bad location. This is the one thing you cannot fix. Busy roads, freeways, power lines, noise, poor access, weak desirability. You can remodel a house, you cannot change location. Always remember, location is key. And in a market like the Bay Area, location can matter more than the house itself. Homes in oversupplied areas. In some parts of the Bay Area, there are too many similar condos or townhomes competing with each other. When sellers have too much competition, buyers get more options. And when buyers have more options, your home loses leverage. Oversupply always makes resale harder. Homes that stretch your budget too thin. This is the biggest mistake I see. Just because you're approved doesn't mean you should spend that much. In the Bay Area, property taxes, insurance, maintenance, and everyday ownership costs add up fast. If you're financially stretched, you may be forced to sell at the wrong time. That's how people turn a dream home into a financial burden. So how do you win? Location is king. Buy the worst house in the best neighborhood. Think resale on day one. If it bothers you a little now, it will bother a buyer a lot later. Broad appeal. Choose homes that fit the needs of the largest possible group of people. Buying in the Bay Area is a high-stake game, but with the right strategy, it's the best wealth building tool you have. If you want to make sure your next move is a smart investment, reach out to me. I'll help you spot these red flags before you sign the dotted lines. I'm Vino Pari, your partner in Bay Area real estate. Like this video if it saved you some future headaches, and I'll see you in the next one.